Hey guys, there.
Hey guys, it's Tim.
And this is Glenda.
And we are D&D Miniature and Board Games. What are we reviewing tonight, Tim?
Han Solo card game.
By Hasbro Gaming. Stay tuned. Okay, so Han Solo or Han Solo.
Han Solo.
The card game.
It's a hand.
Picked this up at Ollie's for $4.99. And when we unboxed it, even Glenda, we really didn't think too much of this. But then we sat down and played it. And Tim thought even less. So we score on 5 different categories. Graphics and artwork, rulebook, components, replayability, and overall fun. We score on a 1 to 5, 5 being outstanding, 1 being crap, and 3 being average. Nothing good, nothing bad, it's just average. Graphics and artwork, I gave it a 3. What'd you give it, Tim?
I gave it a 4.
Glenda, what'd you give it?
Give it a 4.
Yeah, I mean it's you know, they got all the rights to this, and that's why the artwork. I mean, these are
On the credit sheets?
yeah. I mean, this is what you would expect to see in an actual licensed Star Wars game. You know, this is licensed through Hasbro, but it's got Disney's seal of approval. So what you see on the bounties, they look like, you know, almost schematics.
Correction. I gave it 3. While Tim was talking about that, I realized what I gave.
Because she wasn't paying attention.
I was paying attention. Okay, you know why it's a 3?
Silly girl.
because this one, I think they could have done better on this one. They could make it a sharper picture. I don't know. That's just me. It's like
Yeah, it's just you.
it really looks better if they did
It's
brighter and better.
Just you, and nobody cares what Eric thinks.
Yeah.
I just found it basic. It was just enough to play with. Okay, rule book, Tim. What'd you give on your rule book?
I gave the rule book a 4 as well, even though don't think we should call it a rule book.
The rule pages?
Instructional.
Maybe like
Glenda,
a
what'd you give?
rule page.
I think that's the one I gave a 5. I think they covered everything.
I actually gave this a 5 as well. I thought they covered everything very well. It was 2 pages. The 3rd page was really just how to score things. There was only one thing in there that, and during our playthrough, if you watch the playthrough, you'll notice an exact tie. We had to look for that because it's not on the back page with the scoring. It's more on the 2nd page. But it's not really hidden. It's not something you've missed. And there's really not that many rules to begin with. It's just because there's so few, it was easy to keep skipping over it while we were looking for what the actual answer was.
And it didn't take you very long to find it when we were looking for it.
The irony was, I was going to say, let's just do this, and it turns out that that was what the rule was.
So yeah, it's 5.
Pretty good guess, I guess.
Components?
You want me
We're looking at it.
We're looking at you, man.
No, alright. I gave it a 2.
Glenda?
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 3. So, Tim, you have almost never scored below basic.
It's the shade.
Try and shuffle it. Try and shuffle it. It is not easy. They don't shuffle well. I like the fact they're a unique shape. That is interesting. That is cool. But it adds difficulty to trying to shuffle. And you have to shuffle a lot.
Glenda, you gave it a 4.
Okay, I gave it a 4. Well, this is a pretty basic game. Like you said, when we unboxed it, we kind of like, okay, this is just a basic card game. The only difference is the bounty. And, you know, again, I know Tim doesn't like the shape, and I know it's really hard to shuffle, but this separates it from all the basic card games, which is the rectangular ones. So, I didn't take point out of that. Just that I don't think it's perfect to be 5, but 4 is good enough for this kind of game, and the dice are beautiful.
Even though we had no idea what the symbols mean.
So, I gave it a 3 because I just thought it was basic. It may have gotten a higher score, but it was the shape of the cards. Even if you wanted to play this a lot, which I think after a lot of play, these cards probably wouldn't hold up very long. They're going to start getting nicked and marked. There is no way to sleeve these things because of the shape.
I actually believe, even though this is on the verge of like your bicycle playing card kind of stock, the shape, okay, whereas normal playing cards are rectangular, all right, the shape on these, if you try to shuffle them like playing cards, because of your width here, and you're going to be putting so much pressure on it, these things are going to just...
They're going to bend.
They're going to bend right in half. And even if they don't, they're going to end up tearing as you go along and use them more and more. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
People, they
Shut
were
up, Glenda.
played in Star Wars, not in our planet, in that planet. So it's different.
Overall replayability, I gave a 4. Overall replayability,
3.
I'm sorry. I saw replayability only because of the different credits that you don't know what's going to come out when you're playing. The dice, when you roll them, you could lose your whole hand. And you could end up having reds or blues, enough of them, where you could steal the Millennium Falcon. It gives it that a little bit above average replayability, even if the cards aren't going to stand up to it. You guys gave it 3s. Basic.
No, I mean, I don't say basic.
He doesn't say
It's for the game that it is. It's an average replayability. I'm not saying that I would play it all the time, but I'm also not saying that if somebody says, "Hey, man, let's play the Han Solo, card game," I wouldn't be like, "Ah, dude." I'd be like, "Okay, that's cool.
True.
That's cool. I got nothing else to do." You're shuffling though.
You have nothing.
Yeah,
to say
yeah.
on yours.
It's just whatever. You
It's
play
whatever.
it. You play it, and you get a different. It's whatever you
Whatever.
Are you sure?
choose.
Whatever.
It's 3,
All right. Overall fun. Tim?
I gave it a 4.
Glenda?
5.
I gave it a 4. I was surprised. I did not think I would have as good a time as I had with this game. It actually surprised me. When I unboxed it, I looked at it, I was like,
This sucks.
And I pulled the rules like probably 7 times in the last couple weeks, and it's like I go to start reading them, and it's like I set them back down. It was just like, But I actually had an above average fun playing this game. Glenda?
For me to give it a fun 5, it means I had fun, and it's a total fun. Simple, easy, fast.
For me, the reason why it's fun is because it's made for people my age. It is for 10 and up.
Up.
I am towards the 10 region here.
But while you're looking at it, how many players can it have?
2 to 4.
Really,
Oh,
only
I think
4
you would-
players.
you would have
You would
more.
have to have more bounties.
It's good. Well, it's because of the way the bounties are.
Yeah, you would have to have more bounties. But I think it could be a perfect 5. Yeah. But
Was it the shuffling?
it's them damn cards.
It's the table.
It's the cards. Oh my god, they really hate this card shape.
Hey, but overall, we talked about it
Yeah, I
after the
couldn't even grab
playthrough,
one.
and we were all surprised. We had a good time playing this game. It's when you look at it, you don't think it's going to be fun.
Once again, this isn't the typical game that D&E does.
No, it's not.
This is something you pick up on the shelf at your local retail place.
Like
know.
Ollie's.
Yeah.
Walmart.
Walmart.
But I mean, this is just something you find and you break out to play. And for this type of game, for it to have entertained us as much as it did, you know, it says a lot for it. I mean, it's worth a play. And for, what'd you say, $5, $4.99 for $5?
$5 at Ollie's.
Dude,
Can't beat that. Pass the time.
I'd buy that.
Hey, so overall score for Han Solo, the card game by Hasbro Gaming, 3.7.
Pretty high.
It's what I would expect, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect it to be much higher, but I wouldn't expect it to be lower.
It could have been lower. It definitely could have been lower.
The cards were just killing it for you, weren't they?
But no, I mean, just think about it though. How many games have we played that had some of the rights? Not all the rights.
You always have.
You know, some of the licensing, but not all the licensing. You know, and you break it out, and it's like, you know, oh man, the artwork is great and all this stuff.
The places are great.
Yeah, but
how the
then all
heck
of
do
a
you play
sudden-
this thing?
Well, no. Then you get down to the the models or the pictures on the cards and stuff, and it's like, where did they get this artwork from? What the hell is this?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Perfect example.
You know, but this one, like I said, Disney gave its blessing on this game, and there you go. You know, it's decent stuff, except for the stupid shaped
Cards.
Even the freaking box it comes in is a goofy freaking shape.
There's nothing wrong with the shape, people. It's okay. It's normal to have different curves.
Well, actually, it's the same size as the card. Same shape as the
Yeah,
card.
that's what I'm saying. You guys are so square. You're looking for equal sides and all that
I
stuff.
don't like change.
He doesn't do well with change.
I think they could have done better with this.
As
But
always,
change is good.
Change, yes. As always, everybody, support your local gaming. Who do we support?
Discover Games, Fayetteville, Georgia.
Which is not where we bought this. Where did we buy this, Glenda?
Oh, he's in Fayetteville, Georgia.
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 Game on, everybody.
Game on, folks.
Game on.